Alright guys, let me just start this video by saying that, yes, I know, not every DJ is bad, not every DJ does things that are annoying, or things that I find annoying, and some of them are quite good, like they really know how to make a party go well or whatever, but, you know, many of these parties or events, whatever, that I've gone to, 95% of the time are not by choice, okay? And a lot of the DJs I've seen there are just, they're so annoying, they don't keep the party going well, they're obnoxious, what have you, okay? And this is what I want to talk about tonight. I told a couple of friends of mine that I really wanted to make a video about DJs. As a matter of fact, I've wanted to make a video about this since like early 2013 when I went to a bar mitzvah that was annoying to say the least because of the DJ, but I'll get to that later on. So for a long time now, I've been wanting to make a video about that, and now I'm going to do one after I went to a barbecue this past weekend that had this DJ who was just like, oh my god, like I wanted to get out of there so much, and we eventually did, but per some requests by friends, I have actually now this time made a list, like written down on an index card. I've made a list of things that I find annoying about some DJs and how they perform at parties. So that way I can hopefully keep things on a good topic, you know, not repeat myself too many times like I do a lot of my videos, I know. So, you know, hopefully this will provide to be somewhat entertaining and hopefully something good. So let's get started with number one. And these are in no particular order. I just like, you know, highest, lowest, least to greatest, things like that. No, just 5 things that I could immediately think of when making this video, okay? So let's go to number one. Playing a song for only 30 seconds to a minute. Now, I mean, come on. This happens in so many parties that you go to, like it's unbelievable. Like, you know, he'll have some kind of mix going, and your song of which could be any song, could be an 80s song, could be a 90s song, it could be a modern song, who knows? But you know, you hear your favorite song come on, and you want to, you know, if you like dancing, you want to start dancing to it. But of course, after about 30 seconds or a minute go by, nope, sorry, you got to play a different song. Now tell me, like, what exactly is the purpose of that, okay? I mean, what does that accomplish? All it's going to do is annoy people who like hearing their favorite song being played, and then all of a sudden, when they start to get into it or whatever, nope, sorry, it's over, gotta go to a different song. It just serves no purpose. They say DJs are supposed to mix, but I'm sure you can have a mix of songs by not cutting a song off after it just barely starts, and then once it starts getting good, you suddenly throw another techno beat in there and go to a different song. Like, what purpose does it serve? It really doesn't. Like, what's the point? Alright, let's go to the next point here. Unnecessary sound effects. Okay, this is something that happened a lot at that barbecue I went to this past weekend, okay? Now, some of the songs he played some like he played some like modern rap or hip hop song by, I don't know, Tyga or, you know, Juicy J or one of those talentless hacks that no one cares about nowadays, and you know, he was putting in sound effects that, for one thing, it sounded like someone hitting metal on metal for whatever reason, okay? And then the other one was like, basically, it sounded like someone throwing a bunch of pots and pans on the kitchen floor, which doesn't make any sense. And there was another part of this thing that he was playing where he was playing, I believe, yeah, that's right, he was playing 2 songs. He played All Night Long by Lionel Richie and Super Freak by Rick James, okay? And within those songs, alright, he had sound effects that sounded like, you know, he had this like random horn that just goes like, brrr, something like that, and I'm like, that didn't fit at all with the song that you were playing. So what did that just accomplish? You just made the song sound horrible. You didn't enhance it in any way. It sounds like you have some guy just playing on stage and someone just goes in there with a trumpet and just plays one note out of nowhere. And, you know, again, why? I mean, does it make the song sound more exciting? It definitely does it. I mean, All Night Long by Lionel Richie, while it's a song you can dance to, it's not a song that fits just this random trumpet playing in the middle of it. And another thing he did was, he had this other sound effect where you know, you have this voice. I mean, it sounds like a guy voice. You have this voice in there playing, and it goes like, oh, 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 like that. I can't even do it. It's like, oh, 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 like that in like the middle of the song. And like, I'm like, wait, that wasn't part of the song. Like, why'd you do that? Okay, that didn't fit with the rhythm. That didn't add anything to the song. It just sounds like this random sound effect thrown into, thrown into the song just for noise purposes. Again, serves no purpose, just messes up the song, annoys a lot of people. You shouldn't do it, okay? Now, number 3 here, interrupting a song with talking. Now, what I mean by that is, you'll have a song playing, okay? It could be any song, and then when you're trying to listen to the song playing, going with it, then he keeps shutting the volume off, saying something, putting it on again, shutting it off, saying something, on again, off, say something on again, wash, rinse, repeat, right? And I just want to yell to this DJ. I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? Stop it. You're ruining the song. Just let the song play and stop shouting or talking in between it. Because you're messing up the rhythm. You're messing up the song. I'm sure people who are dancing just want to hear the song, so just shut up and let the song play. Why don't you do that instead? I don't understand. Again, what purpose does it serve? Doesn't really serve any purpose at all. All right. Number 4, song choice. Okay, this is something I really want to stress on here, okay? Now, at this, we'll start with the barbecue I was at this past weekend, okay? At this, at some portion, during the dancing, whatever, okay? He's playing a song by one of those modern hip-hop artists that have no talent whatsoever, and it goes from, and, you know, a song like that, I'm like, why would you dance to it? And I want to stress on this too. I just remembered something. He has the uncensored version, and there's kids there who are definitely in like their single digits. So I'm like, oh, this is some real good things you're, letting the kids hear. Yeah, great job on that. You're really picking some good stuff here, man. Yeah, piece of crap. And the lyrics are terrible. They serve no purpose. I mean, what these kids are hearing is ridiculous. And then another part of this song choice is disorganization, okay? He went from, again, one of those modern hip-hop songs to a Michael Jackson song. And I'm like, granted, mixing songs can, mean changing songs, but I'm like, the songs don't fit together at all. So, why? I'm like, you sound more disorganized than these modern radio stations. And you're really not keeping everyone going. How can I say this? Like, you're not keeping everyone in the mood. I did see a couple of people actually stop and look, and like, not to say look around, but kind of look confused when they heard that sudden song change to something that had no relation whatsoever. And again, it's like, what are these DJs doing? Are they just trying to annoy people? I mean, because they're not keeping things going. They're really not. They're just making things very annoying and just like not keeping with rhythm. Okay. Next point I want to make is, this goes back to that 2013 bar mitzvah, okay? Now, excuse me. Some of the stuff they were playing was just that crappy, annoying Skrillex or dubstep that you hear all the time, okay? I'm sorry, I don't understand what is so musical about that dubstep or that Skrillex stuff, okay? I mean, it literally sounds like those printers with the ribbon cartridges from the 1980s, okay? I mean, if you want to play stuff like that, just get yourself an old printer, okay? Set it up, have it print whatever you want, put a microphone to it, bam, there you go. Because that's basically what you're getting. You're not getting anything that has good rhythm, that you can dance to. You're getting something that sounds like a bunch of noise from, I don't even know, like I said, from a printer. I don't know what else to call it. That's what it sounds like. And again, I'm looking around, and I'm just like, what the hell am I listening to? You call this music? Like, I call it trash, or I call it noise. That's all it sounds like. I don't understand what do you expect people to do this other than just look around and be like, yeah, is this over yet? This is incredibly annoying. What's the point of this? Okay? Alright, now, number 5, excessive loud volume. Alright, now let me be clear on this. I know parties or events, whatever, are going to have loud music. That's part of the purpose, or part of the purpose, whatever you know what I mean by that. Anyway, but what I'm trying to get at here, okay, is that it's loud to the point where you feel like you're going to lose your hearing. All right, now I'm only 27 years old, but at the same time, I don't want to lose my ears X amount of years down the road. Okay, along with some of the stuff I mentioned on the last part, they play these things with these whooshing or screeching sound effects that just kill your ears. Like, I don't know how else to put it. They literally kill your ears, and just you have to either cover your ears or stand away from the speaker, because your ears are going to be hurting after you hear this. And again, what is the point of that? All right, this is not, you're not adding anything to the dancing. You're just hurting people's hearing, okay? And it's like, how can you dance when your ears are hurting, all right? How can you go along with the party when you have to cover your ears because for about a minute or two afterwards you can't hear a damn thing because they decided to go with those loud sound effects? And again, like I said, music can be loud, but there has to be a limit. If it gets to a point where you're standing, like, let's say the window behind me, okay? You're standing that distance, and then my camera here is the speaker itself, okay? If you got to stand that far away and your ears are still hurting, that's not the fault of the guy dancing. That's the fault of the DJ with his volume just being too damn loud. Turn it down. Seriously. No one wants to hear that crap. Just play the music. Alright. Now, last one here I can immediately think of is, number 6 is shouting. Okay? Now, I'm not saying DJs have to be silent 100% of the time, okay? What I'm talking about is the ones who, once again, yell in the middle of the song, okay? You can't hear what's playing. They yell, make some noise, do this, do that, let's hear this, let's hear that. And I'm just like, dude, shut up, play the song, and just shut your microphone off, okay? No one wants to hear you. We just want to hear the music and dance to it. We don't want to hear your annoying voice every 5 seconds in the middle of the song. Stop yelling, all right? You're just being annoying. That's another thing I can't stand with a lot of these DJs, are just the shouting they do. It's completely unnecessary. And I mean, some of them shout during a song that's not even fast or energetic. So he just sounds completely out of place, and I just look at this guy, I'm like, really, dude? I mean, you don't look cool right now. You look like an absolute idiot. So what are you trying to accomplish with what you just did, okay? If you're trying to accomplish looking like an idiot, hey, bravo. You did a beautiful job, man. You really can't do better than that. If you're trying to make yourself look cool, you failed miserably. Get off the stage and go home. Now, I want to give an example of a DJ that was good, okay? This goes back to May of 2012 during my brother's wedding. Okay, this DJ was amazing. Okay, I mean, granted, my brother talked to him beforehand, before the wedding happened, and told him the do's and don'ts, things like that. But this guy was great because, for one thing, every song he played from start to finish. Some songs he may have gotten the radio edit. He didn't have the full version, but we're not going to be that picky. As long as he plays the song from start to finish, we're happy and we're having a good time. All right. And another thing, too, was that, anytime he talked, he was not shouting. He said things very calmly. And that's another thing I want to say about the good DJ. He talked when, in my case, when my brother and my sister-in-law had their dance, or when my sister-in-law and her father had their dance, he says, we want to welcome this person and that person to the dance floor for their song. And that's fine. That is totally fine. And then once the music started playing and they started dancing, he kept quiet the entire time until the end of the song. That is how you be a good DJ, okay? That is how you don't make yourself annoying, okay? Now, the music, it was loud, but not once in that instance did I have to cover my ears because he was playing all these whooshing sound effects or these screeching sounds that were killing eardrums left and right. He really kept the volume to a reasonable level, let's say. It wasn't soft, but it was within a reasonable level, okay? One more thing I want to say about him. What is it? Let me just try to think here. And, he, I had one more thing to say. Oh, yeah. Now, the music he played my brother said immediately, like, don't play any hip hop, don't play any rap. He played stuff like, he played some modern songs. He played, let's see, this is May of 2012. He played stuff by Fun. He played stuff by Taio Cruz, things like that stuff. I'm not really a big fan of. But, compared to the stuff I usually hear, that was pretty good. That was pretty good compared to the stuff I usually hear. And he did play he played some 90s dance songs. He played some 80s songs, This guy had really, really good variety. And he played every single song from start to finish. And he was a really good DJ. Those are some examples of a good DJ. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Do you guys follow along with me? Do you think DJs are just good no matter what? Or do you think they're annoying as well? If any of you leave a comment, or if any of you of my subscribers are a DJ, I want to hear your thoughts on this too. I'm curious about it, like, what do you guys think about DJs? Like I said, do you like your job? Do you try to keep it, like, quieter, like I said in my later part of the video, or are you more active, so to say, in my earlier parts of the video? Let me know. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. But that's all I got to say about it. Like I said, not all DJs are bad, but not by a long shot. But the majority I've had to deal with are just plain annoying, and it gets to a point where they just got to stop and just calm things down. But that's all I have to say, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and take care.